Hi everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode corporate filings so you don't have to. Today we're diving into Boston Omaha Corporation's amended 10K report. It's like when you thought you finished your homework, but then the teacher says, actually there's more. Boston Omaha is refiling their annual report because they forgot to include some important information the first time around. This information mainly concerns who's on the board, how much they get paid, who owns the company's stock, and other details about corporate governance. Basically, they're adding the sections they initially left out. This update doesn't change any of the financial numbers or anything else from the original report. Let's talk about who's in charge. Adam Peterson is the president, chairman, and CEO. He's been with the company since 2015. Also on the board are Thomas Burt, David Graf, Brendan Keating, Frank Kennan, Jeffrey Royal, and Vishnu Srinivasan. These directors bring different backgrounds from real estate to investment management. Thomas Burt, for example, is the president and CEO of a voting machine company. David Graf runs a sports tech company called HUD-L. Each director has specific skills that the board finds valuable for Boston Omaha's business. The board has committees like the Audit and Risk Committee, Compensation Committee, and Nominating and Corporate Governance Committee. These committees handle specific tasks such as overseeing financial reporting, deciding on executive pay, and choosing who gets nominated as directors. These committees are very important for corporate oversight and governance. Here's a quick look at how much the directors get paid. In 2024, most of the outside directors receive $15,000 in cash and about $30,000 worth of stock. Adam Peterson, as an employee, doesn't get paid extra for being on the board. They will also have to own at least $50,000 worth of Boston Omaha stock to ensure that they are invested in the company's success. Now let's talk about the top executives and how much they make. Adam Peterson, the CEO, made about $670,000 in 2000, made around $542,000, including a bonus. Alex Rozek, who used to be co-CEO before leaving, received a total of $3,000 other compensation related to his departure. Looking at equity, Weisenberger had about 3,265 unvested shares of stock with the company as of the end of 2024. The company grants stocks as part of the payment. Time for who owns the company. Magnolia Capital Fund is a big shareholder. Adam Peterson also has a significant amount of shares, both directly and through other investment funds he manages. BlackRock, the massive investment firm, owns over 1.6 million shares. Now for some interesting deals, including the one relating to the former co-CEO, Alex Rozek. The company bought back Rozek shares for $9,175,600. The company also repurchased shares from Boldorado, an entity controlled by Rozek, for $9,951,113. Is stepped down from his roles and received a separation package that included severance pay and stock in Sky Harbor Group Corporation. There were also some changes with Boston Omaha Asset Management. Rozek resigned, giving up his ownership for no compensation. This means Boston Omaha now fully owns the asset management company, but they are winding down the asset management business. Also in 2023, Boston Omaha Asset Management acquired 24th Street Asset Management. Brendan Keating, who is on Boston Omaha's board, had a significant ownership stake in the company they acquired. The price involved cash, stock, and potential future payments. A quick look at the auditor fees. In 2024, Boston Omaha paid KPMG, their auditor, $641,630.23. It was $781,400. These fees cover the audit of their financial statements and reviews of quarterly reports. The Audit and Risk Committee is in charge of monitoring the accounting. They reviewed the financial statements with both management and KPMG, and they are satisfied with the numbers. Looking at Boston Omaha, the main takeaway is that there's been some internal reshuffling. The departure of Rozek is notable, and the terms of his separation suggest it was a significant event. The changes in asset management indicate a strategic shift, possibly focusing more on their core businesses. The financials themselves seem standard for a company of Boston Omaha's size. The board seems to have the right experience and oversight in place. However, the transactions with insiders, while properly disclosed, require a very high degree of scrutiny to ensure they benefit all shareholders, not just those involved. So I'd keep an eye on them in the future. Overall, Boston Omaha is in a transitional phase. It's important to watch how they deploy their capital and manage their relationships with related parties. As always, do your own research and be sure to compare and review more than a single document. Thanks for watching Corporate Decoder. If you found this analysis helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more financial deep dives.